All right, so the big news this week is abortion. And we saw the U.S. Supreme Court seems to be poised to get rid of the right to an abortion and send that to the states for however the states want to deal with this. Jeff Shapiro, what is the state of access to abortion in Virginia?
You know, perhaps overlooked, lost, clouded in all the huffing and puffing over that leaked draft opinion that seems to signal that, Roe is indeed toast. In Virginia, if the Supreme Court indeed overturns this nearly 50-year-old precedent, women would retain the right to an abortion, unrestricted access per Roe in the first trimester of a pregnancy. What passed for restrictions put in place under Republicans in 2012, 24-hour waiting period, vaginal ultrasound, those were done away with by Democrats when they took control of state government after the 2019 election, or completed their control of state government after the 2019 election. One wonders, by the way, Michael, what would Virginia become something of an oasis for women seeking to terminate pregnancies? You look at the surrounding states, other than very blue Maryland, all those red states have some significant restrictions. West Virginia, for example, has a 20-week ban. So one wonders in a post-Roe environment how much traffic there would be in a state like Virginia.
So if access to abortion is a state issue for Virginia, that would mean access is totally contingent on the results of the next election. Jeff Shapiro, what are the politics of this issue for this year and next year?
Yeah, that first political test could very well be in the congressional elections in freshly drawn districts this fall. There are two Democrat-held seats that the Republicans are targeting. Abigail Spanberger, that seat has been reoriented from the Richmond suburbs to the outer suburbs of Northern Virginia. Elaine Luria, Southampton Roads, peeled out of that new district, was heavily Democratic Norfolk. But these are two women Democrats who are strongly supportive of abortion rights. One wonders, in these suburban-oriented districts, might their advocacy of Roe-like rights in a post-Roe environment be a draw for moderate Republican votes? Next year, the 23 legislative elections, House and Senate up. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Glenn Youngkin, an anti-Roe Republican, to be much more precise about what he wants. He says he wants to see Roe overturned. He has endorsed a 20-week ban, but after this story broke, needless to say, he was a little mushy about what he might pursue. House controlled by the Republicans, Senate barely controlled by the Democrats. That one-seat majority, that one seat is held by a Democrat who is not unfriendly to a 20-week ban. But all of this is contingent on what the Supreme Court does, and of course, what the arithmetic is following the 23 elections.
One more thing I want to talk about before we go, which is this leadership coup from last week. The House Democratic Caucus ousted their leader, Eileen Fillerkorn, but failed to install a new leader. Jeff Shapiro, what's the latest with the drama of the House Democratic Caucus?
Well, one of the coup plotters, a black Democrat from Portsmouth, Don Scott, has said he wants that job, and clearly he had the votes to get rid of Eileen Fillerkorn. We haven't seen whether he has the votes to succeed her. This is generating some speculation that we might be seeing other candidates emerge. There seem to be some questions, too, about the rules and whether a new leader could have been installed on the same day that Fillerkorn was toppled. So, look for other names. One that's been batted around, Sam Rasool, probably the last of the perceived dirt road Democrats from Western Virginia, where Democrats are pretty scarce. Stay tuned. This sort of cannibalism, though, is not unexpected, not unusual, following a loss such as that suffered by the Democrats in November.
All right. Well, that's all the time that we've got for this week. My name is Michael Pope, and we've been joined by Jeff Schapiro of the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Talk to you next week.
Roger that.